Started. Let me do this countdown, and we're gonna get this show started. All right. I want to say shout out to y'all. We have a show today. We was getting some information. We was also shout out to Tasha K. We were actually on her app. And let me tell you why I go over there. That was my second appearance on her app because Tasha came on our platform over 20 times. Tasha K has made an appearance on the Wiley Show, and it's my duty for me to give that same respect to her when it comes around with her app. So if I go in the chat and she say, "Hey, come on the live," I'm gonna come on the live and speak to her and get into the conversation. I want to say that again. So because she had came on our show 20 plus appearances that she have been on our show. So if she want me to come on the app and talk and jump on the live over there, I would do that because she came on over here with no complaints on our show for 20 times. It's a lot of times she came over. So we was over there talking, having a good time. But and we're gonna get into a lot of things in here. I want to give a special shout out to all the producers that are here, and shout out to y'all. But we have some sad news that we have to bring here. Let's bring his picture up really quickly. Some sad news here. Snooty, wow, have died. He was a rapper out of the Memphis, Tennessee area. He was killed in Houston, and I want to make sure I bring up and see what and read that article. He was a rapper, and the song that he was known for was it was a Yayo. I want to make sure. Hold on one second because I got the notes here. He was known for Yayo was a song, and he was announced by fellow Memphis-based rapper Yo Gotti. And also, y'all probably heard another song by him, "Made Me" as well. So this is. I want to dive into this. So give me a second while I read the article here. This is yet another rapper that is dead at the age of 36 years old. I want to read this. The tragedy was confirmed Saturday night. CMG artist verified Instagram page gone in body, but your name and legacy will live forever. The caption read that was on his Snooty Wow Instagram page. ABC 13 reports that a man was found shot in the neck early Friday in the South Side region of Houston. Authorities say they received reports about gunfire at around 2 a.m. along the England Street. When they discover a man in a ditch next to an SUV, a man has sustained a gunshot wound to the neck and was transferred to a hospital in critical condition. Despite rumors, Snooty was not confirmed dead after news broke. His official Facebook page shared a message that he was fighting for his life. And of course, on the Facebook page, they said on Friday, they said Snooty is not dead, but he's fighting for his life out of respect for his family. Please refrain from sharing anything that is not communicated through his official accounts. Thank you. And then also that was that on yesterday on his official page. And then, according to ABC 13, a neighbor captured the shooting on video, which authorities are now reviewing. It looked like he was backed in there, the ditch. Looked like it looks like he backed in there the ditch accidentally. The Houston Police Department said the other vehicle pulled up and folks got out of the car. They were talking for a little bit, and then all of a sudden, gunfire went off. Only one shot, actually. It is unclear if the Houston police have identified any suspects. News of Snooty's death comes more than 3 months after his fellow Memphis rapper Young Dolph was shot and killed. Snooty rose to prominence in 2014 with the release of Yo Gotti assisted single Yayo and Made Me after signing with Gotti CMG imprint in 2013. Snooty delivered his debut EP Go Mo, which was followed by his 2015 tape Ain't No Stopping Me. Gotti spoke about his prodigy in 2016 interview. He said this, my moments are like when I see an artist like Snooty Wow at a Wingstop and he tell me he just got out of prison, play me a couple of songs and tell me how hard it is for him in the streets. He said, so I tell him I believe in the music he's creating. I'm going to change his life. And 8 months later, his life changed. He performed at the BET Awards, got songs at the top 10 for radio spins in the country, performing on 106 in Park in 8 months, the ish that I enjoy. Okay, and I'm definitely want to read here. They say hip hop people, Bootsy, and the 3-6 Mafia. DJ Paul has since taken to social media to play tribute. They were saying rest in peace to Snooty. I want to make sure that we have all this. Bootsy said, rest up, Snooty Wow. And I'm not going to read the rest because he said the N-word kept me laughing. I'm trying to keep it clean, you guys. Give me a second. Let me scroll down. Finish reading all these part of it. So I want to say I've made some phone calls. Made some phone calls in Memphis. And I've also made some phone calls to the Houston police. As of right now, they did not give me any information. They said it was an open investigation. So what I was trying to get to ear on the street and see what was going on, I said, but why was he in Houston? I'm hearing different reports that he was back in the streets and all of this. A little history about him, the research that I've done. He got stabbed when he was 17 years old. And he served 4 years in prison for aggravated robbery. And he was 21 years old when he went to prison. The North Memphis, from North Memphis. And he also have children. I believe he had 4. And I'm saying, like, for people, when I was reviewing his interview with the Breakfast Club, and he was talking, he was saying it was so hard for him to get out of the streets. A lot of these rappers, it need to be a program with these labels that to say, okay, brother, I'm gonna get you out of the street, but I'm going to let you get into counseling so you can, decompress, and we're gonna spoon feed you into the industry. And this is another thing. When things doesn't work out in the industry, telling that he don't doing shows like that, his music ain't really popping, where you gonna go? Because once you're not selling records, once this young man not on the charts, you're gonna go back on the street. You once you're not selling, and a lot of these labels, when they sign these artists, they need to put some they need to tell them and say, hey, and prepare them and say, hey, when you get your first check, make some investments. When you get your first check, don't spend it all. Don't just buy all of this jewelry, because you're going to need this money, because you may run into a dry spell. And so I personally believe in my heart of hearts, because I talked to somebody in Memphis, Tennessee, and they said that Wiley pretty much, he got back into the streets. It wasn't really working for him in the music like that. He got back into the streets and things wasn't going right. So that's what I heard from one of my people that I talked to in Memphis. And so I'm trying to say, for all of these rappers that are dying so young, It's just so sad. They're not even reaching 40 years old. And a lot of times these rappers got one foot in the industry and they got another foot in the streets. And my thing is this: once you get signed, you need to get out of the streets. Do everything that you can to stay out of them streets. And the label should be there to help you to stay out of the streets. But let's be clear, a label is all about making that money. And once you not profitable anymore, once you can't sell a record anymore, once you can't go platinum, once you can't go gold anymore, they're done with you. They wash you away looking for the next rapper. And this is so sad. You know, this young man, he's gone, but he shared something in the Breakfast Club interview that I did have the pleasure of watching. He said that his girl ran off with the children, and he just ran off with the children and left them alone. And now this family is yet grieving. But we must as a community tell these young brothers, hey, if you can't make it as a rapper, get you a trade, go into college. And one thing that the government should change, that if you get a felony, you should be able to go to get college. You should be able to get a scholarship, and you should be able to get money from the government to go to college. It shouldn't be if you get a felony, you can't get on food stamps. If you get a felony, you can't apply for student loans. That shouldn't be. When you get a felony, it needs to be special finances to help you get an apartment, special finances to help you get in school, special finances to help you get on your feet. So we don't keep this revolving door, you getting back into the streets. And that's what we need to do. And also with these rappers that are getting this money, I just saw a video and I was watching Duty Low video, and he was on a live with somebody and they carried a stack of cash. They was literally doing a live with all this money up to their head, and it was $250,000. The young man said that he had, and I'm like, do you have life insurance? Do you have health insurance? Do you have a savings? Are you buying property? Are you buying land? What are you doing with the millions of dollars that you're getting? And you need to understand that. And I think it needs to be mandatory once you get signed that you take an economic class. Once you get signed, we help you with your credit. Once you get signed, we teach you about how to manage your finances. That need to be, because this over and over and over, we seeing these young brothers, black, that is dying in the streets. This is not good. It hurt me to see this because he was very talented. I'm not going to get on here and lie and say I was a fan of his music. That I did yayo once I listened to it today to do my research for this show, because I'm not a hip hop head. That's not my story. That's not my background. I mostly like gospel music. But once I got in the news from one of my subscribers, they said, and I saw it in their story, and they said, rest in peace. I immediately said, what happened? This is a young man. Who was that man? And she said he was a rapper. And I immediately went to do my research on this man. I think he had 4 kids, if I'm not, 2 girls. I know he had a boy and the stuff like that. So y'all make sure y'all keep in the prayers. And it's really sad. Gang culture is still prevalent, it's still real. And Duty, I want to say something to this young man family. I'm yet praying for him. But Snooty, wow, he got the name from prison, the wild part. From my research, he was like, I don't know what it is to be off the streets. I don't know what it is. Is it going to Disney? I don't know what it is. So he couldn't, and I really felt for him, because I said, what if this young man was raised in a middle-class house? What if this young man was raised with a mother and a father that financially they're not in the hood, they're in a predominantly good area, predominantly well-off, middle-class black areas with black executives, with black engineers, with black dentists, black doctors? Maybe his story would have been different. And a lot of times when you live in the hood and all you see is gang violence, and you get stabbed, and you join a gang, then you get arrested for aggravated robbery, you get arrested for this and this. It's a problem. But if you take that same person out of the hood, as I look at the show Bel-Air, I don't know if any of y'all watched that show Bel-Air, and Will in the show was in the neighborhood in Philly, get into a fight with a gang member, get thrown in jail. His mother called his uncle, Uncle Phil, who got money in California to get him out of jail. And his whole life, that same Will, life changed in the same country, but the money is different. The money, people got money and stuff like it changed his whole idea. But in that, and it's a spoiler alert, because I'm doing this because I'm trying to give a point. So if you didn't see it, it's a spoiler alert. But his best friend, Will's best friend, that he grew up in Philly, had the pleasure to go to Bel-Air. They flew him out to Bel-Air, and he told Will, "Oh, you're not gonna come back to Philly?" He was like, "No, I want to stay here. I want to see what this about." Oh man, you changing? Oh, you becoming bougie? All this? I'm going back. I'm going back to the streets. So Trey didn't see that it's so much. This world is so much bigger than the hood, than West Philly. The world is so much bigger than the hood in South Chicago, South side of Chicago. The world is so much bigger than the hood of Memphis, Tennessee. But the average black boy, the average black girl that's in the streets don't understand that because they never been exposed to better. Some of them, some have, but I'm speaking about those that have not been exposed to better. So he left and he went back to Philly. He went back to the poverty. He went back to the gangs. He went back to the streets because he couldn't see that. And so to this young man that passed away, what if he was in a different area? What if he had parents that's on Michelle Obama or Barack Obama, President Obama, and grew up in a household with Madea and Tasha? His whole life choices would have been different. Because when you've been dealt poverty, you've been dealt gangs, you've been dealt drugs, and you've been introduced to this stuff, it's quite hard for you to snap up out of that environment. You are blessed when you can get out of that environment and to become successful. This is why rappers and executives and college educated folks that came out from the streets need to come back to the hood and tell these guys to say, hey, your life do not have to be like this. You can actually get up out the hood. You can actually become successful. You don't have to sell drugs. You don't have to carjack. You don't have to rob. You don't have to pick up a weapon and shoot and kill your brother or your sister. You don't have to do these things. So we need to start preaching that message. Again, I do send my condolences to Snooty Wild's family. I send my condolences to him. I send my condolences to his children. I send my condolences to his children's mother. And we definitely going to move on. All right, I had to open up with that. I don't know if y'all knew who he was. If y'all knew who he was, fan of his music, press 1. I definitely had to open up with that. Now, I want to get into, whoo, that was kind of heavy. Let me drink me a little water. That was kind of heavy. That was kind of heavy, but I had to, I had to, you know what I'm saying? That was kind of heavy to talk about. Now, Madea, Homecoming. This is another spoiler alert. So if you ain't watch it, turn it off and mute your phone. But it's another spoiler alert. So Madea Homecoming. Tyler Perry announced that he's bringing Madea out of retirement, and he's going to bring Madea out of retirement, and this is the movie that he's going to bring out of retirement. He's going to bring Madea out of retirement because he said the world needs to laugh. So I'm sitting here watching the show, And I laughed. It was good parts in the show in the movie that I was laughing. I was laughing at when Mr. Brown was barbecuing and he lit it up, lit himself on fire. And I said, but why the man still breathing? If you lit on fire like that, you definitely in the hospital. So I'm like, okay, it's comedy. One of my favorite parts of this movie, we thought that the two men, we really thought the two young men that was their college graduation, that they were going to announce that they were gay, but one of the guys were gay, and it was kind of like a spinoff that the roommate was actually in love with the guy's mama. So I'm just really and I'm just really laughing. I'm laughing at the whole movie, right? Then you get black folks that's really critical of Tyler Perry. Oh my gosh, this was boring. Oh my gosh, what goes the storylines? And I say, and then I was looking at the ratings of the movie. I went back on my Netflix and I looked on Tyler Perry, and I want to read what Tyler Perry wrote. Give me a second here, because I'm not gonna go on. I gave y'all some spoilers of the movie, so I do apologize for those that did not get the chance to see it. That's why I said y'all got to go and watch this stuff, because once I watch it, I'm gonna come out here and review it. But he said this: well, y'all still got this old broad back. What a blessing. After all these years, still number one. It went number one. The blessings of Tyler Perry that Tyler Perry had that many people do not have, he have what I call a cult following, meaning that he have the church folks that view him. He have grandma, big mama. We grew up with Madea. We grew up with Tyler Perry. It is a generation when he started to get doing his plays in Rego Theater in Chicago. People grew up with that. They grew up going to the plays. They grew up seeing the DVDs on bootleg. So it's kind of hard to say, hey, I'm not going to view Madea anymore. Or I'm not going to review Tyler Perry's storylines. He need to step up his writing skills. It's still millions of people that is going to view the movie. I'm going to say it again. It is still millions of people that, especially black folks, majority of it is black people, that is going to view and laugh at his movie. Black America made Tyler Perry into a billionaire. It was black people. The church buses pull up. They went to the movies. They went to the play. It was us. We made him a billionaire. So I get it that we should be critical. Some of his movies that I think the writing and the acting was everything. One of my favorite movies from Tyler Perry is Family That Prays, about the Cartwrights. That's one of my favorite movies of Tyler Perry. One of the best movies that I can watch that movie over and over again, A Family That Prays. And so I laughed at Madea movie, but only thing I was like critical of, all right, it's a Madea Homecoming. I thought it was going to be what I originally thought about the movie, that she was going to go and hunt up Bam, was going to go back to school, and they was going to have a homecoming when they graduated from some HBCU back in the 40s or 50s or 60s, and they going back to their homecoming. That's what I originally thought what the movie was going to be about. But then when I saw it, I was like, okay. And then towards the end, I get it. It was one part of the movie. One part of the movie, they was playing WAP. Shout out to Cardi B. Can somebody type in the chat Cardi B? I need somebody to type in the chat Cardi B. So it was playing a song WAP, Cardi B WAP. So it was band ringtone. And I'm like, what is that song? And I had to catch myself. And I was like, whoa. What? And so I went and I got a ringtone and I put that as my ringtone. Now I know I got to change it because I do be in meetings and stuff like that, and I can't have that playing as the ringtone. But I literally went on iTunes and say, hey, I'm going to make this as my ringtone. All right. Because I'm like, that's what I was talking about. And I'm like, I'm talking about homegoing as a homecoming is what I'm talking about. Homecoming. I was like, it was really funny. And he was paying homage to Cardi B. The part that I really got is when they was at the Red Lobster. and and I forgot what they said, a lyric, a Cardi B lyric, and then women just got up there and started. It was really funny. It was paying homage to people in the culture. Now, towards the end, once he started doing the Beyonce stuff, I fell out the chair. It was funny. Then the edibles with Mr. Brown with the chocolate, that was so funny. Because it reminds me of somebody in Vegas eating some edibles and couldn't hang. But I'm not gonna get into that detail. Um, but the white woman, the man that was playing a woman, was funny. It reminded me of Dolph. It reminded me of a character that Robin Williams would play, and I laughed. She was like, she said the N word. They thought she said the N word. It was so funny playing a character from Ireland. It was funny, man. I give it, for entertainment purposes, I give it 2 thumbs up. Mrs. Downfire, yes, Downfire. I think I'm saying it right. I give it 2 thumbs up because it made me laugh. The only thing that I kind of wish I was watching it with my family and stuff like that. I was watching it alone and stuff like that. And I kind of wish I was watching it with my family. And another part that I was really watching that really had me too through, when Madea had a flashback. This was funny. I couldn't believe they did this. So they did a flashback of Rosa Parks. She said, "Yeah, my roommate Rosa, cheated on me with my man, and I was looking for my man, and I was looking for Rosa." So they go to a flashback of Madea going to the NAACP office looking for Rosa Parks, throwing over the phones, throwing over the papers and everything. Then it goes, so where's Rosa? Where's Rosa? Get off the bus, Rosa. And tell her Rosa to get off the bus. And the actress that's playing Rosa just got a frozen face in the window. And Madea pulled out her weapon. I said, this is so funny. This is so funny. But this is me being a little critical here, because when this whole thing about critical race theory and people not understanding history, some white boy or girl that do, or even some black folks that don't get history taught in their school, they're not getting history taught at home, the right history, somebody is really going to believe that Rosa Parks didn't get off the bus because Madea was outside waiting to beat her up. That's why she didn't get off the bus. I saw a clip, a little side story here. I saw a clip. Somebody sent me this clip, and I wish I can play it. And they said, "Wiley, check this clip out. This is why history is important." This little white girl got up and said, "Dr. King, this is why back in the day, Dr. King, he freed the slaves and stuff. That's what Dr. King, and if Dr. King wouldn't have freed the slaves, they'd have been still having whips and whipping them and stuff like that." I'm like, hold up. What? Who taught you that Dr. King freed the slaves? Who taught you that? And this little white girl, and they were just clapping. They was like, "Oh yeah," they was like clapping. She was trying to be an ally to the community because they were protesting. And so she got up and she started speaking, and she said, "Dr. King freed the slaves." I said, no. This is why history, Black history, American history need to be taught, including Black history. And these parents are trying their best to get that out of school. They're trying their best to get the books out of school, because that child, somebody needs to tap them parents on the shoulder, and the parents probably don't care. But tap that little girl on the shoulder, saying, "Listen here, sis, I'm gonna do what the slaves used to do back in the day that could not know how to read, but teach them how to read. I'm gonna sneak you a couple of Black history books. All right. I'm a sneak you a couple of Black history books, and so you can read this and know that Dr. King did not free the slaves. We're gonna tell you who freed the slaves. So somebody needs to go in the Underground Railroad and sneak her a couple of books, real quick. All right, so I'm gonna do a whole segment about this with this Madea thing. I just was bringing that up, and I know I gotta have this in the title to get the clicks and views. I already know that, you guys. We already on it. Okay. So if y'all didn't see it, I said I give it 2 thumbs up. The only thing is, I wish I had my family. I wish I was in Chicago watching it with a family, because I remember, growing up watching Madea plays and watching her movies. I remember doing it as a black family. We would leave church, get that DVD on. Well, we didn't usually do bootlegs. I would really say we would wait till it come on in Walmart, and we would purchase the DVDs. That's one thing my grandma would do. She was like, "You getting that, but this stuff." She ain't too much like it, but she liked it because she didn't like. Because she said they would play in church, but I used to go to the Walmart and buy them DVDs, and we would play them and stuff like that. But I'm going to be real clear on that. It was real fun. I learned some good lessons from Madea and stuff like that. So congratulations to Tyler Perry getting that bag. One day I'm going to meet that man. All right. Okay. Let's talk about DJ Akademiks here. Now, I was on TashaKLive.com. If you missed it, I will tell you this, that it was a chick that called into TashaKLive.com, and she said that I ate this woman poo. I'm not gay, but I ate this woman punani to turn on DJ Akademiks, but I'm not gay. I was triggered. So I get on the live. I hop on the live, and I say, "How you gonna say?" It was a phone call, and she said, "Wiley, come on the live." So I came on. How you gonna say you ate this woman punani, but you not gay? The best you are is bisexual. And so the women that I was going back and forth to on the live, they was like, "Oh no, no." I said, "Yes, you are." And see, women think that when they deal with another woman and deal with a man, they still straight. Some women believe that. And I said, if we continue to say that women are straight and they're doing that, then if a man say, "I like peen, but I ain't got it," we should give that same respect to a man. "Oh no, Wiley, it's the difference. It's the difference because man is the head of the household. I said, ho. If we gonna have respect toward a woman eating out a woman's box and say she's still straight, we must still give that grace and mercy to a man that say they like to suck on the rod, but they still straight." All right. So I'm just saying, like, we can't say one thing when it comes to that. And I remember me and my sister was going at it. She was mad at me about something. Every time she would get angry and mad, she would call me the F word, the S word. She would say, "You're taking stuff up your rectum," and she would just go in, just blah 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 blah. She would just go in. And I said, "It's quite interesting that you say that, but yet you like to deal with girls too. So what if I were to call you out your name and call you all these words you speak of? You are in the same umbrella that I'm in. But just because you went to the men and you got pregnant, but yet you still like to deal with women, you still under the LGBT umbrella. Hello? Whether you identify with it or not, I'm going to school you. You still on the LGBT. Don't make it cute just because you eat the box, and then when you eat the box Monday, and then you take peen on a Tuesday. You still under that umbrella, whether you want to be under that umbrella or not. So the woman, she said about DJ Akademiks, the woman that DJ Akademiks flew out. She said, "I ate the woman's box because I was turning on, I just to turn him on, and her box stink." And I'm like, why do people have to talk about somebody's smell? This is what I don't understand, ladies and gentlemen. Help me understand. How you gonna talk about somebody's box and how it smell, and you eating it. Come on, somebody. You can't eat nobody box and say, this smell, but you still eating it. Don't call into Tasha K show and try to say the box stink and you eating it. What does that say about your stinking breath? Come on here. You can't get mad and try to call it out. Oh, it stink. Yo, if you putting somebody rod in your mouth and then get mad and say, Wiley, it stink. You get mad at me. You want to try to read me online. Oh, it stink. That's why your pain stink. It stink. And you had it in your mouth. What does that say about you? I don't understand that, because that's another problem I had with Tommy when he got into it with that woman. She kept saying, your pain stink. Your pain stink. And I'm like, if you took the pain, why you keep saying it stink if you took it? Come on, what they do that at? And so I was really passionate on the live. And then Chelsea and different ones, oh no, Wiley, it's a different thing. It's a different story. It ain't the same. It is the same. Women with women is no different with a man with a man. They are in the same box. They are attracted to the same gender. You can't put one over the other. And if you do that, that same man can say, well, I like a rod, but I'm still straight. And you must honor that, because you ate you some punani last night and you say you straight. So if you can say you straight, then that man can say he's straight. And then I can say I'm straight. Come on, somebody. Come on, somebody here. Because if we going to play that, then I'm going to say I'm straight. Come on. The best thing I can say you is you bi, meaning you like both. Come on. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it here. But women, they don't think that their attributes of dealing with a woman is on the same as a man dealing with a man. Oh, baby, it's the same. Only thing is it's a different type of appetizer on the menu. But it's still food that you eat or licking on. Okay. And so we were having this debate on the app. This I said, y'all need to be on the app. And it was unfiltered. When they say you could be unfiltered on the app, oh, I'm unfiltered. You say unfiltered? Are you sure? Bring me on the app and let me be unfiltered. I love it when it's unfiltered. And we got into some conversations. Oh man. Y'all gotta be over there. I can't really get into all the details because it was definitely for grown folks conversation. Late night, and it's late night, and you can be unfiltered. Ha! Woo! I said, let me go ahead and give my opinion. Let me go ahead and give my opinion. But I want to say I like going over there because I got to show support to Tasha, because she shows support to my show. So I must show support and give that same respect and really bring it. I don't get on there being lazy. I don't get that half doing it. I would have still been over there if y'all didn't keep begging me to come over here. I'll schedule the live over here. All right. And so I had to hurry up and get the live over here and talk to y'all. But and everything like that. So on our station head, I'm gonna try to make sure I bring all my station head stuff to like do it on Patreon and stuff. One day I would love my own app, but we have to have the finances for that. But we're very unfiltered on station head. We had, speaking about that, a little plug really quickly about our station head. It was so unfiltered. I'm talking about, it was very unfiltered. If you're not on Station Head, go check out Wiley on Station Head. It is unfiltered. We talk about things that I don't even talk about on YouTube, but we really get in things over there on Station Head. If you missed it, go over there, and if you need the link, drop it in the comments. If you missed that episode, it was an episode. We dropped some tea over there. Oh man, I think we dropped a whole gallon over there. A whole gallon of tea. I think the gallon, wine, fruit punch. What else did we drop over there? I mean, we dropped it all over there. And if you missed it, I'll drop the link over there. Give me a second. So if you missed it, give me a second. I'll definitely drop it for y'all over there that missing. I'm gonna pin it so y'all definitely have that. All right. But to DJ Akademiks, I want to say this because I said it over the app, and I want to repeat this and say this publicly. Women that deal with DJ Akademiks, you know exactly what you're getting into. You know the man is overweight. You know the man look the way he is. I'm hearing the man does not really have a big yard. Is he's kind of short in a department, kind of short in the department. Not, can't, it pops out, not really that big. But them women know what they're signing up for when you're dealing with a DJ Akademiks. When he's flying you out and he said, let's hang out, you should know that sex is on the menu. If you don't know that, then you shouldn't deal with a DJ Akademiks. That's on the menu. And most of these women, they know what DJ Akademiks all about, but they try to act like they don't know. You know, the tea is out about DJ Akademiks. He gonna say, hey, let's do a podcast and all of that. But then he gonna want some other stuff outside the deal. He gonna take you to go get a 4 for 4 and all of that. And if you don't know, you should know. And for DJ Akademiks, let me say this, because I don't want to just come on the women. DJ Akademiks, you need to make what you want to do with the women clear. Don't just say, come out for a podcast. Let me say this. Don't just say, come out to my city for a podcast. And you don't want just a podcast. You want the yoni. If you want yoni as part of the deal, then you get on the phone and say, oh, hey, Samantha. Hey, girl, how you doing? My name. Okay, let me do the Akademiks. I don't want to sound like that. Hey, what's up? What's up? This DJ Akademiks. I just want to, fly you to the city or whatever. Oh, you want to fly me to your city? Yeah, I want to fly you to. So what we gonna get into? I'm gonna just be real. I do want to smash because you're very attractive. I do want to do that. So if you're down with that, that'd be good. You know what I'm saying? I love little pills. I love getting liquor. We're gonna feed you real well. But I do want to smile. You're very, very beautiful. Then let's see what she gonna say with that. But let her know that, because I'm going to let you know what I want to do. I'm not going to just invest in a flight, invest in giving you an Uber Black, and then wait till you get here and then try to force you to have. I don't operate like that. I'm going to let you know what I have on the agenda, and do you agree with the agenda? And if you do not agree with the agenda, you can say no. But I'm not about to do that. But I ain't about to do that if you agree with the agenda. But let's be clear. It's a new spirit out. That now the new thing is, let me fly you out for a podcast. That's the new thing to say, let me get up in your drawers. That is the new thing. I want to interview you. But the new thing, the new version, the 2022, let me fly you out for a podcast. And calling you at 12 o'clock at night. Calling you, hey, what's up? I wanna fly you out to do a podcast. I don't know if you seen my podcast, but I want to fly you out. You know what I'm saying? Me and my co-host. You know what I'm saying? My co-host. We want to fly you out. We want to have a conversation. It's gonna be a whole vibe. Come on, women, y'all better make some sense here. Come on, make some sense here. You know what it's about. Because you can do a podcast virtually. You don't have to be in that room with DJ Akademiks. You could be like this. Oh, hi, DJ Akademiks. Hi. This is Lisa. I just want to let you know, I am a fan of, let me first say, I am a fan of your work. But, I'd rather do the podcast virtually because I have a new camera and a ring light. I would just prefer to do it virtually. But you're good. You're my I'm a fan of your work. I don't think that it's good to get flown out. Hey, I'm just trying to give you some game here. Cause some of these women, he he flew me out your ping stink. Like, I just don't understand this stuff. What y'all don't understand, gang? And it's young women. I know when you want to fly me out for business, and I know when you want to fly me out for some butt. I know the difference. I know when it's professional, and I damn sure know when it's a booty call. I know the difference, but I'm in my early 30s. So, but if I was in my early 20s or 19, 20, 21, maybe I wouldn't know the difference between a podcast or getting in a hotel room. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you don't know the difference between the two. But I'm in my mid 30s. So I live a little bit, So I have a little sense. I'm a little bit mature. And so women need to get around people like me. If they were my friend, they could call me. And they can call me. Here we go. Hey, Wiley. Hi. I'm calling you because Wiley, guess who reached out to me? Who reached out to you? DJ Akademiks, and he said he want to fly me out to do his podcast. What you think about that? Well, I'm not trying to, congratulations first and foremost, but DJ Akademiks, what I'm saying, he like to, offer the girls, drugs and alcohol and all of the, and for you to have sex and all that. So if you down with that and plus doing a podcast, I say go. But if you ain't willing to give up that box, I say do that virtually. Don't go to his city and trying to do the podcast. Oh, okay. So I don't want to do that because he ain't my type. We had that conversation. That's why you should have some male friends that is mature, that know game. A lot of women need some male friends in your inner circle. All right. You need some inner circle male friends. Okay. Anyway, I'm just trying to break it down. As I'm breaking it down a little bit, Wiley, would you fly me out? I'm not flying out nobody. I'm not flying out nobody to do no podcast. First of all, I don't have a fly you out budget to do a podcast and putting you in a hotel room. Okay? I don't have that type of budget. The budget ain't there yet. Okay? All right? It's one day it will be that way where I can offer to fly some people out to do a podcast for business. Okay? One day. But right now, we ain't at that level yet. Oh man, but hey, I'm just trying to give y'all on game. All right. The way the Akademiks snoring when he falls asleep. Good job, Wiley. I'm telling the truth. Legal note. Thank you so very much. I'm saying y'all, Miss Cutie, send us up super chat. And somebody said legal note. I do want to read a legal note. Thank you. Thank you so much, Sassy76, because we do not know if he's not telling these women that he have not been charged with a crime. So we don't know if he's not offering these women and telling these women that that's going to be on the menu. So I do want to say that he have not been charged with a crime. We don't know if it stink. We don't know if he got jelly rolls. We don't know any of these things. So I do want to say crystal clear, we are only giving out information that I'm hearing out publicly from women that claim they was around him. We do not we're not picking sides. We are only giving a general conversation of what you should do if you are in that type of bind. What do you need to do as a woman? I clearly want to read that legal note, because we don't know. These could be clout chasers that should be trying to clout off him. We don't know. Okay. All right. So let's move on. All right. Let's move on. Wow, these academics, I don't know, brother. They coming at you. They coming at you. All right, man. Big Sean. Wait a minute. Big Sean in the building. Hey, what's his music? I don't know his music. Hold on. What's anybody know his songs? But Big Sean in the building. Let me tell y'all why he's in the building. Big Sean leaked his own peen pic. And that man peen is big than a game. I mean, than a game device. It's big. Man. Hey. Oh, it's big. It's big. All right. And long. Man, it's big. All right. So, Janae Aiko, I see why you with him. And I posted on my Patreon, if y'all didn't get a chance to see it. I did post it on the Patreon, but I will read. Hold on, let me see if I get Hollywood Unlocked. Give me not Hollywood Unlocked, Shade Room. They posted something. Do I have the Shade Room post? Give me a second. I want to read what the Shade Room wrote. Give me a second, you guys, because I'm a drop in his DMs. You know, give me a second. Do we have his DM here? Okay. Social media reacts after Big Sean news are allegedly leaked. Big Sean is currently trending after a new image that is alleged to be his was leaked. The photo was allegedly uploaded to his close friends on Instagram and made its way around social media. At the moment, Big Sean has not spoken out about the image. Then Big Sean came and he said this. He said that this is not me, but it was his page. Said this is not me. Woo, man. That's the type. Yeah, I ain't mad at you. Okay. All right. Let me reach out to Big Sean. Let me send him a follow. Okay. Let me go in his DM. And let me leave him a voice up. How you doing, Mr. Big Sean? I see that you are going viral in these Instagram streets as well in the media. First and foremost, I don't know if that was you or not, but I will say this, brother. If you would like to come on my show and speak your mind, to speak your piece, I would most definitely love to have you on the show. We interview all type of celebrity. We had Beyonce on our show. We had Kelly Rowland on our show. Last week we interviewed Lil Kim. We have Nikki. She's going to come on our show tomorrow. So if you're free, I would love to actually interview on the show, and it would be no judgments at all. So if you're free, I would love to interview you. You be blessed. All right, I'll do it. Look. I left him a voice note. What's the problem? What? I interview all those people. What's the problem? These people say he lied. How you know I'm lying? I interview all those people on my show. I had dreams. It was in the vision. Voices. I interviewed them. Yes. Okay. Yes, I actually interviewed them. Okay. Yes. So don't try to say he ain't telling the truth, because somebody right now posting somebody he ain't telling the truth, man. You better fake it till you make it. I don't know what y'all talking about. Wait a minute. You better fake it till you make it. You better stop. You better act as though you hey. Don't try to stop on my joy. Come on. So I hit him up. So if he come on our show, it's gonna be great. Shoot, don't get mad at me. I'm speaking in existence. I'm claiming that. All that. Oh, they're gonna get mad at me. Look at them so mad in the chat. I can't have no fun. Okay. Oh gosh, why we gotta talk about this? Okay, let's talk about it. This is something that so sad, man. This FTN Bae, man, this is sad. She's in jail for stalking, breaking the agreement of the restraining order, and she had a restraining order against her because Duty Low put a restraining order out against her because she was lying on him about him, abusing her son. So now she's in jail. And now I'm hearing that nobody's there to take care of the son. And it's just really, really sad. I'm hearing rumors from people saying the son might be taken by the state, but I don't know how true that is. I will keep you updated on that. And I'm like, all of this was avoided. You could have just kept your mouth shut. When clout chasing goes wrong, when somebody put a restraining order against you, it's nowhere in the world that you should continue to talk about the person, period. If they put a restraining order out on you, you cannot go and talk about it. Until you go and fight that restraining order and try to get that restraining order lifted off of you, you have to abide by that. That is a document. That is a document right there. That is a legal document right there. So this is sad. This is really sad. You really was going to clout chase off this, and now your butt is in jail with no bail? In Florida? Is it in Florida? This is sad. This is a court-ordered document that you have to abide by. But you really thought he wasn't going to put you in jail? You put a serious allegation out on him. That allegation destroyed careers. Don't nobody want to be around a man that abused children. Wow, sis. You did that? Let's move on. We will keep y'all updated if any updated information come out. I know Duty Low attorney said y'all need to counsel her, unfollow her, like y'all tried to do my client, Duty Low. And I agree. We should all unfollow her because she lied and she put it out of these allegations. And if I was a judge, I would have to give her about 14 years in prison because you're aggressively going and stalking, putting out a lie against somebody. I would give her at least 14 years in prison. And if she served at least 5 years, I would let her do the rest in probation if I was a judge. But I'm not the judge here. But if I was a judge, she would get 14 years in prison if I was a judge. But I'm not. I'm not the judge, so um, I'm gonna definitely move on from that. Give me a second. I would definitely give her about 14 years. Let's move on. Erica Banks. She seen our voice note. Now, a little birdie told me that she may come on the show. She may not come on the show. But y'all continue to apply the pressure. We want to interview her. Um, she never came on our show. I highly suggest y'all be in her DMs, telling her to come on the Wiley Show. We will give her a good interview, and I guarantee it will go viral. It will go ultra viral because the questions that I would ask her would be some great questions. So I definitely, if y'all are on Instagram, on Twitter, tell her to go on the Wiley Show. I need y'all, my producers. Y'all have to make it happen. It's 424 people in here watching. It is nowhere in the world that y'all can't go on her DMs. It is free. And tell her, sis, go on the Wiley Show. Tag her in the story and go on the Wiley Show. Go on the Wiley Show. She have what it takes to be on the level of Megan, Cardi, and Nicki Minaj. It's no Erica Bank can be on that level of Amaretta. She could be on the level of Doja Cat. She could be on the level of Nicki Minaj. You all should definitely reach out to her. We left for a voice note last night, and all thing that y'all need to do is leave for a voice note. Don't come in here throwing shade. Leave for a voice note. We're putting out a call to action. I'm putting on a thing right there. So we would definitely love to have on the show. We support her. We love her music. We show her love. All right. So we definitely would love to have her on the show. Okay. She is an amazing talent. I'm gonna say it again. She's an amazing talent. Y'all reach out. She have what it takes to be the next. I would think she have what it takes to be the next Whitney Houston. Honestly, I think she have what it takes to be the next Whitney Houston. Honestly, I think she have what it takes to be the next Whitney Houston, to sell millions of records. She have what it takes to be that way. I love her style. I know some people in here not going to agree with me. I'm seeing people in the chat right now not going to agree with me, and I said that's fine. On this Wiley Show, this is why you can always say what it. I definitely she have what it takes to be the next Lil' Kim to sell millions. She have what it takes to be the next Adele. So I would love to interview. I know some people in the chat not gonna like it, but I would love to I'm just telling you, look. Just look at the hate. Just look at these haters. Just look. Look, I'm reading y'all comments. She had what it takes. I said reach out to her. Y'all, do y'all agree? If you do not agree with me, press 1. If you do not agree with me that Erica Banks do have what it takes to be the next Whitney Houston, press 2. If you agree with me, press 1. If you disagree with me, press 2. If you agree with me, press 1. If you disagree with me, press 2. If you agree with me, press 1. If you disagree with me, press 2. All right. Thank y'all for reaching out to her in her inbox. I definitely want to give a special shout out. Thank you. Thank y'all so very much. Y'all reaching out. Thank y'all. Tag me, screen record this, put me in your stories. I'm gonna let y'all know this real quick. We would love to have her on the show. And see, I see the success in Erica. I see. Well, I don't even want to tear up. I definitely don't want to tear up. I see the success. I see the hunger. I see the talent. I see her going across the world performing in front of millions of people. I see that. I see that for her. I see that for Sis. I see it in my spirit. I see it for her. Yes, I do. I really, really see it for her. It's going to be people that ain't going to be able to see it. But I, with my good eye, I see it for her. All right. I just really gonna tear up a little bit. Excuse me 1 second. Let me catch my breath. Catch my breath. Okay. Yes. Okay, we gonna move. We definitely gonna move on to the next topic here. Okay. Who else we gonna talk about? Okay, hold up. Tasha K and Jason Lee. Now, these are two people that have been beefing for a while. If you do not know history, Tasha K actually hired some of Jason Lee ex-employees and actually put them on. They were not paid over there with Jason Lee. She actually paying them good money. And so she came out and she had on the crown, and everybody was like, "Oh my gosh, why is Tasha K got on the crown?" She said, "I'm the queen. Long live the queen." I said, "Okay, Tasha K, what's going on?" So she really dragged Jason Lee because it is due because this man go on a whole tangent. Him and his friends, they just dragged Tasha K for filth, calling her a liar. And this man said Queen Elizabeth II was dead, was gone. And people called all over the world, people called him out. Prince Harry, everybody called him out. All over the world. They said, why would he lie like that? Instagram had to put the fact checkers had to say it's false information. All of this stuff, the fact checkers had to say is false. And so Tasha K came out and said, wow, you calling me all of this stuff, calling me trash, that I'm a liar, and you're posting fake information about the queen. Not Queen Cardi, not Queen Nicki Minaj, but not Queen Lil' Kim. But you talk about Queen Elizabeth II. So I applaud Tasha for standing up for herself. She rarely calls him out. Jason Lee, she rarely calls him out. And I think that, Jason Lee is kind of jealous of Tasha because Tasha's success, she have an amazing app. That millions of people, she have hundreds of people on her payroll. She have an amazing husband, a beautiful family. And so he don't have that type of level like that. And she was calling him out saying, how can you have millions of people on your Instagram and only 2,000 people like your post? That's a good point. That's an amazing point. How can you have millions of people follow you on Instagram and only 2,000 people liking your post, 1,000 people liking your post? Something wrong with that. And I didn't know that it's a such thing called bots. You can buy bots. Had a friend, he said, yeah, Wiley, you can have 3,000, 5,000 likes and only 2 people comment. A friend that told me he does music, and I actually post his music on my page. He did a remix of Amaletta, not from, he did a remix, he cut Not From Chicago. And so Diddy told me, he was like, people buy bots. They buy likes. People actually do that to show that they got clout on Instagram. And I told Diddy, I said, Diddy, brother, I would never buy bots. If I'm stuck at how many followers we got on Instagram? If I'm stuck, give me a second. If I'm stuck at 6,533 followers, then I'll be stuck at 6,533. I refuse to go on hamyan.com and purchasing bots. I refuse to do that. I refuse to go to getbots.com. I refuse to do that just to get to 300,000 followers. I refuse to do that. I want my followers to be organically. Organically. I'm not going to I'm not.com and getting all them bots. You check my Instagram, I got 500,000 followers, and then I post a picture, got 3 likes. Something is wrong with that. You think I'm about to do that? I would look like a fool if I would you wake up one day, Wiley got 600,000 followers. I post a picture of my beautiful self and get 6 likes and 2 comments. Something is wrong with that. Talk back to me in this chat. No, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing it. It'll grow slow and steady. I'm not trying to grow fast just to get a fake come up. Not me. No, sir. No, ma'am. Thank you to the people that do follow me. Like, I don't even buy Instagram followers. I'm not doing that. I'm not interested. When I get to my 30,000, it's because real people, real human beings subscribe to the show. They watch. And I thank them for that. But I'm not about to go on get 100K subscribers.net and you go in there and you ban it. Just to show the world that you have 100,000 subscribers. I'm not doing that. And then 300 people watching your video. 400 people when you go live watching your video. Something is wrong with that. I'm not doing that. I'm going to grow slow but steady. A good pace. And then one day you're going to wake up, we're going to be at 300 million subscribers. Millions of people going to be tuning. I'm going to have a whole staff. Catherine, Bernice, Bernard, Pookie and them. One day that's going to happen. But it's going to happen organically. It's not going to happen because I purchase followers. It's going to happen organically. I'm going to be able to clap. And my staff come and direct them and everything like that. They putting my makeup on. They bringing me my notes. Everything. Have a whole production. Have a studio audience. It's going to happen for me. I see the vision. I see the vision. Because I'm going to remain consistent. As long as there's breath in my body, I'm going to continue to put in work because this is what I want to do. I want to entertain you guys. That's what I want to do. And thank you. One day you're going to tune in. It's going to be 55,000 people watching the live. And it's going to shock people. And then y'all going to be like, I remember when that man had 400 people watching. Everybody shine out. It's going to happen. All right, let's go. I'm open up the phone lines. Woo! Man. Do y'all want me to open the phone lines? It's going to happen, but I'm not going to rush this. I'm not going to rush this. Not at all. I've seen somebody... Tokyo Tony, she had 10 people watching. I'm not going to have, I don't want that. And all them, where your people? Where your people at? I've seen many people get 100,000 and their views get 1,000 views on a video. I get more views than that at 25,000. All right, let's open up the phone lines. All right. Y'all like the video. If you like this commentary tonight, like the video. We ask you all to like the video. We ask y'all to like the video. If y'all can go on your phones right now and like the video really quickly and like the video. You can click on that like button right now on your iPhone, on your Android. For those that are watching me on your television, click on there. If you don't know how to do that, ask your grandkids how to click that like button. Make sure you click on that like button and everything like that. If you are liking this commentary, if you're not subscribed, click that subscribe button. But I would prefer right now that you click that like button because we giving y'all some entertainment this late at night. We the only show that go live late at night and wake it up late at night. We got people saying, Wiley, you the last thing that I watch before I go to sleep. That's amazing. Give me a second. Hold on 1 second. I know some people are asleep. That's fine. So when they wake up, they got something to watch. Man, I need to go to sleep myself because I got to watch because it's Savers Day. Happy Savers Day to all of my people. I got to watch that speech tomorrow. So I definitely got to give me some sleep because Minister Farrakhan, he's going to be speaking tomorrow at 2 o'clock. So I do want to watch that.
Your show now, press 1 to hear.
Your show is scheduled to start in 38 seconds.
Okay, 38 seconds. Let me make sure y'all got the number. Thank you so very much. The number is 646-716-8447. 646-716-8447. Minister Farrakhan will actually be speaking tomorrow. I mean, actually today, because it's Sunday. And he's going to be speaking in Chicago. So you can go to NOI.
Your show will go live in 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Blog Talk Radio.
Minister Farrakhan will be speaking in Chicago, and it will be live streamed on NOI.org. That's NOI.org. Again, that's NOI.org. He will be speaking tomorrow. Let me make sure I give y'all that time. 1 second. I will bring you all the time. 1 second. Let me see here. I got the time in my phone. Let me pull it up because I don't want to miss it. He will be going live tomorrow at I think it's at 2 o'clock. Yeah, he will do it at 2 o'clock. 2 o'clock Central. But let me make sure. Let me go on their website. I want to make sure. I got the phone lines open up. Make sure y'all, the phone lines is open if anybody is calling in. Give me a second. Okay. It's going to be 11 a.m. Pacific, 1 p.m. Central, 2 p.m. on the East Coast. If you're on the East Coast, that's 2 p.m. If you on Central, that's 1 p.m. If you on the Pacific, that's 11 a.m. Again, that's Central 1 p.m. If you're on Eastern, that's 2 p.m. And that's going to be the webcast that you can see at NOI.com. Okay. All right. So I definitely gave y'all that time zone. Let's go to the phone lines. All right. 0235, you live on air.
Hey, Wiley.
Hey.
I want to speak on FTN Bae.
Okay.
I think this whole situation is just unfortunate, but personally, this needed to happen. I think that the child was not in a safe environment with her, and hopefully that he finds a home that's very loving and caring and just move on from this. And now DJ Akademiks. That man is so messy. Just the way that he disrespects women and the way that he's just like Armand. He takes things too personally. He can't just report the news and just leave it at that. He has to put his 2 cents in it, and he has to be messy about it when someone tries to correct him and stuff like that. So personally, that I do agree with you when it comes to that girl. She is gay, and there is a double standard when it comes to men and women. And I think that we should just not be so judgmental when it comes to men. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. We shouldn't be that judgmental, and women also get a pass because they are feminine. So but I also believe that if women can explore and go both ways, then that man should be able to explore as well.
I agree. That's all I gotta say, Wiley. Thank you.
All right, thank you so very much. The number is 646-716-8447. All right. Give me a second here. 1753.
Hello, good night, Wiley. How are you?
I'm doing wonderful. I'm ready to go out to the club.
Good.
Ahead.
What's going on? So I just want to talk about the Snooty Wild situation. I know who he is. I only know about one song because they used to play him like crazy when I was an undergrad. I think it's called Made It.
Okay.
The song that he made. It's really unfortunate. Yeah, Made It. It's like you can't miss it. And everybody who went to a college party or HBCU, they know that one song. I'm pretty sure they know that one song. It's unfortunate, but I'm not really surprised. I kind of feel like people who want to be a rapper in this day and age, they kind of have like a death wish. And I mean, it is what it is. Like, you know, I feel like men need to, you know, be better role models. When you brought up the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, as you can see the dynamic, how Will changed when he actually has a positive male role model in his life. He even thought about his decisions and stuff. So it does make a difference.
It really does. It really does. The man started reading a book because at first he was aggressive. Like, I'm going back home. He tried to leave. I'm going back home. Exactly. I'm going back to West Philly. And he see that other side. Can you imagine if people in the hood just get out of the hood and say, you know what? I'm going to bring you to the Bel-Air, or I'm going to bring you to a beautiful area. You know what I'm saying? And put you in.
It's not even just like about Bel-Air, but it just shows you that no matter how hard you try.
Yeah, true. Go ahead.
No matter how hard you try, you know, a woman cannot raise a man. Like, it's very evident. When he was in Philly, he was aggressive. He had to feel like he had to like show his masculinity. You know what I mean? Like, he was an A student, never got into any trouble, but because, you know, he got stunned in front of everybody at the corner store, all right, now he has to prove who he was.
Facts.
You know what I mean? So, and then when he went to Bel-Air, you know, he got introduced to, you know, brotherhood and actually thinking about his actions and, you know, stuff like that. So it definitely does make a difference. Also talking about there need to be opportunities for felons. In New York City, we have a lot of opportunities. I'm going to just give you an example of one. We have the $5,000 grant, which is something you don't have to pay back. Boots business grants for felons. So in New York City, we have a lot of stuff that's catered to ex-felons. Just in case people.
Yeah, New York actually does people that's positive. You can get a free apartment. So New York, New York,
they have a whole bunch of
New
stuff.
York definitely have some great programs. I just wish people will follow the lead of New York and make it on a federal level and make it on all these different states. Follow that lead to have these programs, because I think if more than programs exist, it will make a person think twice of staying in the street.
Yeah, that's true. But I mean, they do have like a lot of like re-entry programs in New York, like in New York City, like even like our CUNY schools and like, you know, our universities. But what I'm saying is that people have to want to do it, right? Because I can't really get a loan. But if I'm an ex-felon, like you get a loan, it's a grant that you don't have to pay back, right? With no interest or anything. So I just kind of feel like people need to follow suit and do that. In regards to Big Sean, I mean, I kind of see why Janae Aiko got his tattoo now. So, you know, now that we got that out the way, because I was wondering why she was getting all crazy over him, but I guess he must have some amazing teams. So,
oh, yes. If she got that, oh, yes. And he probably know how to work it. Oh,
I reckon she got his whole face, like, on her right or left arm. Like, I was like, okay, he must be doing something good. I hear that. And I would just touch on the DJ Akademiks. I kind of to see where Shorty was talking about, okay, she's not really gay, because let me be honest with you, like, in society, men make it okay for women to be lesbians. Like, if you ask a man, hey, you know, would you like a threesome? They're gonna be like, all right, yeah, I want it with 2 girls. So I can kind of understand the social construct. Is it correct? Of course not. But I do feel like girl on girl action is given a pass and a slide, whereas male on male action is not given a pass and a slide.
Facts.
It's not fair, but that's just the society that we live in.
Facts.
You know what I mean? So, like, that's what I'm saying about that. I mean, I kind of felt like, you know, she just straight with a twist. She didn't really want to admit that she ate the box. She probably liked it on the down low. You get what I'm saying? But I just really want to know that DJ Akademiks ended up getting turned on by it. Like, did they actually have sex? Like, I want to know that.
A lot of times they do, but then when they come out and they get back to their house, they get back on social media, they try to diss him and say they didn't because how he looked. You understand what I'm saying? If he was an attractive guy, let's be clear. If he had muscles, if he had a six pack, it'd have been a total. If he was a Big Sean, let me bring up Big Sean picture. It would be a total.
Big Sean, let me tell you something, Rodney. Like, Big Sean wasn't even trending until he showed his teen pic. When the last time he released music?
Facts.
You
but they
talk about him if he didn't
but they do this. You know why they do it? So people can talk about it. We recently was talking about a rapper. His sex tape got leaked, and he leaked it because he had his picture. Like, they do that to get relevancy. They know the quickest way to get some news and to go viral, especially with women, is to show that them inches. And you saw them inches. Oh man, the women they're gonna stream his music.
Yeah,
they're gonna be.
But like, isn't that sad? Like, you know more for your big team. Like, now they
and guess what?
Now, right?
He's gonna release. Now. He's gonna release music. They're gonna do that, and a lot of times these people do that. Just like Erica Banks, and we were talking about, even though she didn't show like no private part, but she said, "I'm the greatest female MC this year." Like, they'll say the most random stuff to go viral to get on these shade room posts. And all of these Hollywood, that stuff is addictive. Do you know how powerful the shade room is? It shifts the culture. You get publicity with the shade room.
That's true.
So
that's true. I agree. I mean, Erica Banks is kind of is good though. I just don't think that she has a good team behind her because she's consistent with her music. She might not be big, but she does put out music on a consistent basis. She tried different flows. Her freestyle is sick. I don't know what's gonna happen to make her bigger, but you know, the breast implants definitely didn't do it. So
me personally, and we'll talk about, you know, Kanye. We're gonna talk about that tomorrow. But it's all about the right beat, the right producer that really can bring out a sound that you didn't even know you can bring out. You know what I mean? Just like when Brandy had Dark Child, when she had Full Moon. Do you know how powerful that album was? But it was because of that. Her and as well as that, an amazing producer. A producer is like the backbone almost. You know what I'm saying? Because if you got the talent, you get linked up with a great producer. The sky is the limit. You know what I'm saying? So I personally believe like her team need to, you know, really get a good producer.
She doesn't have a good team. Like, yeah, the team is giving her hood vibes. Like,
they give her vibes.
Channel,
I agree. I agree.
They do. She have a YouTube channel. She showed like behind the scenes and all of that. But I need something more. Like, she doesn't have like that star. Like, she didn't transition yet. You know what I'm saying? And she has like a lot of potential. There's a lot of undercover. Not undercover. Still, and unfortunately, coming.
I'm not even going to talk about Carl Crawford. You know, Carl. He needs to get out his own way and get people that really can help her go to the next level, because she needs to be around some people that have a success of helping rappers to become superstars. Like, she needs to be working with the people that worked with Cardi. You know what I'm saying? Or find somebody that nobody really know but got the talent to take her to the next level. But if I were her, you need to be working with some people that really got a resume of making people stars and giving them good records. But who she's working with now, she's working with her friend guy, or this guy make beats and all that. You need to come out of that. You need to be working with some heavyweights. I'm just saying.
You know what it is too? I just kind of feel like her team is not doing her justice. Actually, she would have gone faster. She would have gone more. She would have been more mainstream had she done it by herself, because her team just looked low budget. Everything about her looked low budget, and she's a really pretty girl. You get what I'm saying? And she just looked low budget. I don't know. I just feel like she's like a Dollar Tree version of somebody. Like, I don't mean that by any disrespect. You know what I'm saying? But just like that singer, Money, her name is Money, right? Hours and Hours. Like, she also came out years ago before, and she did not pop. And all of a sudden, now she's trending. You know, she's performing, you know, live and stuff. And she also has like a TikTok challenge. So it's possible, right?
Because okay, let's also say this. Look at Sweetie. Did Sweetie debut album come out yet? And she's more relevant than Erica Banks. She had a deal with was it Popeyes?
That's true.
What deal did Sweetie
That's
have?
true.
All these endorsement deals that she had. So whoever is behind Sweetie, oh baby, they getting their money's worth.
But you gotta.
Oh, she had a McDonald's.
No.
She had a McDonald's endorsement deal.
Because Sweetie has like a more like racially ambiguous look. You know.
I understand what I'm saying, but
and those things play a big part.
It does. And then also too, you got to have the right team, because you can have the looks and still don't have the right team behind you. So whoever said, "Oh, you need to get a McDonald's deal," and that made Megan Thee Stallion get a deal from Popeyes.
That is true.
You know what I'm saying? So whoever in that room said you need to get an endorsement for McDonald's. What? Hey, you don't even have an album out? Come on. You're
right. But it's so sad to see somebody who has so much potential, because like she really does grind. But she needs a new team. She definitely need a new wardrobe. All right, and she needs to stop doing these low budget shows. So like, I feel like I'm watching a session of Cheaters or something. Like when I see her videos on YouTube, I'm like, what is going on with the graphics? But so that's definitely one thing. I just want to say about the FTN Bae. Hopefully she does lose custody of her son. I mean, I don't like how people are trying to blame, oh well, she might have bipolar. Let me tell you something. There's kids who are really being abused, and things are not going to be taken seriously because we have people like her. Okay? At the end of the day, her son is not in good hands. Like, her son is like in danger. Having a mother who's chasing a man behind, caring for her son, that's a big issue. Okay? Like, clout is very real, and being addicted to clout is very real. All right. I don't know what's going to happen, but hopefully she stays in there and she thinks about everything that she's done. And whoever the father is can take custody of that son.
All right. But we thank you so very much for calling in.
Have a good night, Wiley.
All right. You too. Okay. Okay. We going in the phone lines here. 9498.
Hey, Wiley.
Hey.
How's it going?
All right.
Okay, so I just want to talk about Jason Ping. He just has it out for any and everybody. When the whole Tasha K and Cardi B lawsuit was going on, he went to the Breakfast Club and was telling Charlamagne how he plans on suing Tasha K for, everything she lied on him, supposedly, allegedly. And now he did the same thing to Queen Elizabeth. Like, they should definitely sue the heck out of him. What make you think, like anybody with any common sense, why would they give a fat, gay, black man in America information before they give their own?
Right.
That doesn't even sound right. It's not even from there. Like, who? Let's be honest. Who do he really know over there?
Nobody.
He has no supporters in America, so I know he has no supporters out there. I'm just being honest, and if he always loved to bring up, I'm friends with Floyd Mayweather and Queen Latifah, but yet people still don't mess with you. It's the people, the watchers, the consumers who's supposed to be buying your product, whatever you're selling is fake news, and yet you're mad at Tasha K and others because real recognize real. People don't mess with him. It's not because his stories are dry, it's because he's a liar. People see through the BS. No one wants to listen to somebody who hates women. And everybody says, like, oh, he just hates dark-skinned women. But I think people really forget how he treated Melissa Ford when she was on there.
Let's break it down.
He treated her like crap.
When she had that accident you're talking about.
Exactly. And not just that, Wiley, but do you remember when her mom had cancer and she kind of, got teary-eyed and broke down about it?
I agree.
That pissed me off. He didn't even say my condolences or anything.
Wow,
but instead, he went back the next day on his podcast and got upset with people, the watchers, for saying something to him. So I'm like, I don't know what I said off camera, but this woman is pouring her heart out to you on camera, and you just literally bypassed it. I mean, he's just a nasty individual, and he's never going to get right. He's never going to get the views he wants until he changes who he is.
That's true. That is so true.
And then who else? Oh, FTN Bae. This lady, whatever her name is, she needs to be in prison, not just jail, and she really needs mental health. Like, she's stalking him, you're claiming for your son, but she's doing this OnlyFans thing. Do you not understand that your son is going to get older and see this? You know what I'm saying? This is out there forever. And shit, excuse me, and shoot, he may just see it right now. Kids have access to any and everything.
Facts. Absolutely.
And she's saying, "Oh, he's messed up," but she's doing more damage than she can ever understand. Her son is forever going to be picked on because of her actions.
I agree. 100%.
But
You're definitely right about that. I agree. Thank you, sis.
Wait, one more question.
Oh, okay. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Also, with this whole, bisexual, a man can't. Remember when Tank said, or allegedly did podcast that,
Oh, hold on. We got let me play the Tank clip. Hold on 1 second. Okay, here we go.
Yes, honey.
We got the Tank clip right here.
I had to pull over to the side of the road and talk to y'all for a second. I just think it's a crying shame that in 2016 we have grown men afraid to admit that they like their salad toss. I think it's unfortunate that you are scared to be yourselves. There's nothing wrong with having your salad tampered with every now and then. It doesn't mean that I like a man because I like my salad toss. Nothing against the guys who like guys. It's just not my thing. But there's nothing wrong with, having your salad, visited every blue moon. It's my motherfucking salad. I can do what I want to do with my salad as long as a woman is involved. That's just how I feel about it. No utensils. No utensils. You know what I'm saying? So just because don't nobody want to go down your nasty ass, old stanky vinaigrette salad, stanky booty ass boy, don't get mad at me. Salad tossing Wednesdays.
All right.
Just, you know what I'm saying? Just try it. Have your woman, wipe you down and.
So that was Tank, and people was like really coming at him, and I really admire him because he do perform at Gay Pride, and he also be performing here, hosting an event for a gay event here in Dallas. So, and he's a straight man, so you got to be confident in your thing. But go ahead, sis. I just had to play that clip. I don't know if that was the clip you were talking about, but go ahead. You there? I don't know if she's still there. Hold on, did she hang up? I was talking to her. Hello?
Hey, Wiley. Yes, I'm
back?
here.
Okay, go ahead.
I'm here.
I can hear you. Go ahead, sis. I'm sorry.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm at work and my boss was calling, but I just put him on hold. It is what it is.
No! Go ahead and finish. Go ahead and finish your point. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
So, I think, Tank claims that he's not, bisexual or on a DL, but he is, and it's okay. Just embrace it. And I feel like, if it was a woman saying that, it would be so accepted. Oh, it would be nothing. It's actually a turn on. Men get off to women and women get off to women. So I think people should just be honest and open with it.
Facts. I agree.
And is it like marriage though?
Who is it?
You have a lot of women who will date a bisexual man. I personally won't do it to either side.
It's women that will definitely do it. I remember the woman that did Baby Boy. What's her name? The one that played Tyrese's mother. She had a threesome with 2 men. She said it was the most amazing thing ever. You still there? I'm sorry. I don't know if she's at work. So yeah, don't get fired, sis. Okay, hold on. Let me bring another call on. 9867.
Hey, Wiley. Hey, Wiley. There's a voice in here. Wiley, you on the call for mad long with my sister. I'm like, she chat too much like she yum chicken bucket. Those who Jamaicans know what I'm talking about. I'm like, dang, like, not the caller that just got.
Oh, no, I know. Yeah, that was your sister. I know that was your sister.
Yeah, I was like, dang, okay, but she ain't calling for a minute though. So
but it's been a while since she called in, so I had to have some dialogue so she'd be comfortable to call back in.
I feel you on that. But Wiley, you know what? I cannot see myself tossing a man salad. First of all, can you imagine you telling your man to bend forward and open his butt cheeks for you to lick his anus? There's something that isn't sitting right with me. Why would you want something like a wet tongue in your booty hole? And that's like, and not everyone clean out their booty. There's something
now prefer. Okay, would you like if a man do that to you?
Absolutely not.
Oh, okay.
Not touch my butt.
So you're not into it. Like, but I'm just saying like
I'm not into that at all.
Oh, okay, okay.
Because if you eat my butt, that means you ate other people's butt, and then you kissing me after you just ate mad people's butt.
I'm just talking about it could be your husband, it could be somebody you in a relationship, committed relationship with, and y'all do that. You not down with that, and that's fine.
Funny.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, and that's like having wet poop. You know what I'm saying? Like when you have diarrhea, like and it's
you get out of there like that. But it is some women that are into that do that. That me and Tasha K, we got an in-depth conversation. It's too graphic for me to get into details now. Y'all must go to TashaKLive.com and subscribe on the app because we really got in there. If y'all not on there and you only can pay like it's $2.99 to see the live streams. And man, we got into it. And the one thing I would say, if you do fellatio on a man and put put everything and do I don't want to get it's too graphic, but what I would say is,
but that's different. That's different though.
I understand that
the butt is not a clean area.
I understand that, but if you if you doing a tea bag, if y'all know what a tea bag is, you might as well go all the way if you getting tea bag.
Yeah, I don't do that either. But
I'm just saying.
You know what I'm saying? They want to get near the gooch, let them get near the gooch. You know what I'm saying? That's just not.
But it's some women that are into it all. You know what I'm saying? That do all, and men that do it all as well. You got a thing that's called pegging. That's when a woman put on a.
I can't do that either. If my man asked me to do that, honestly, I'm gonna look at him funny.
But it's some women that I've known some women that they done a whole they need to do a documentary on that they introduced the man into that. So it's just all about communication, and that's why you must have a communication. Like, what does your partner like in the bedroom? That communication, so it won't be no problem, because you may have a man, sus, voice in New York. You may have a man that is very experienced with all of that. They want that from women. He never dealt with a man, but he was experienced by a woman playing with the box. Because you heard what Tank said. There's nothing wrong with having your salad tampered with. And he was introduced by listen to me. He was introduced by older woman doing that. So it's not just with a man. It's a lot of older women that be into that stuff. And so he was really breaking that down. That don't make you gay because you like your thing tampered with by a woman. No, not at all. You are in there with your mate, and hey, you trying some freaky stuff. I just say you trying some freaky stuff. That's why it's important to communicate with when I'm saying to you, it's important to communicate with your mate. That's why it's important when you're dating to bring that on the topic.
You don't need to do any anal play to do so. So Tico, it's not only about missionary. You can do tantric. You can do Kama Sutra.
But it's some people that like to do that. It's some people.
Touch my booty
but I understand that. But it's some people that is so experienced that does all of that. You know what I mean? It's just some people you may not never met a person.
Sexual compatibility now.
Absolutely, we both could agree with that. But go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No. I definitely agree that sexual compatibility. Agree. I just feel like if my man asks me to peg him, I feel like that's emasculation, and I'm gonna look at him funny because I'm like, why do you want me to do that? Like, why I'm screwing you? It's supposed to be the opposite around. But also, the lady that was eating the box and saying that she's not gay and whatever case may be, she's very so bi-curious. But the thing is, as you mentioned, Wiley, if you know someone has a body odor, then you just as nasty. Because why you down chomping, no, man, knowing that she has a body odor? That's disgusting. So you just they're breathing up her vaginal juices and her smell, and you just go all up into it, and you know she stinks? Ew, that's disgusting. Even for men, like, if men don't shave their balls or whatever, or wash between, and this is why I don't know why women toss their salad, because men don't even know how to wipe their butt correctly. And you will eating the remnants of dingleberries, like whatever. Like, I question those who go further because you are what you eat. I would say though, Wiley, with this, you talked about Madea, Homecoming. It was corny. It was whack. Why you pumping up your chat? You know,
okay. Let's say I understand this, but let's be clear. You may say it's corny, you may say it's whack, and I'm gonna be up tonight, so y'all may see some restreams because I gotta put her in the title. But the movie went number 1. So if it was so whack, why did it go number 1? What I'm saying is,
I watch it because I'm gonna support black. I'm gonna support it.
Right. That's what I think. That's why he will go number 1. If you want to see better top quality from Tyler, stop watching Madea. Would that be accurate? If you want to see, as long as we are supporting Madea,
his plays were amazing back in the day. As far as the family reunion, right? Like the plays were amazing, and even his movies were good too. But they were also problematic. Like he tend to always talk about the trope, the negative stereotypes of dark-skinned men, dark-skinned women, and then show that light-skinned people are the saviors of these people. Like it's like you have to struggle in order to go. You got to go through hell to receive love as a dark-skinned woman. I feel like he doesn't love women, and that's one thing I don't like.
Or it could be his experience as a writer. That's what he saw. He doesn't even like women.
I
challenge that, because maybe that's his experience. And if you, as a writer, and you say, hey, I want to bring something to uplift women, then you get into the writing room. One thing that he did say that he tried, and this is a point that I want to bring up, he brought in writers for his shows, and guess what happened to the ratings? The ratings started to drop. So when he brought those writers in, and then what people realize that when you bring in writers, a lot of them try to be unionized. And if it's not a good script, guess what you got to do? Still pay them. And if you have to do a rewrite, then you got to pay them to do the rewrite. So for him, a good financial move for him to just be the writer, and his ratings are good, #1 shows. So if he was such this bad writer and he was so problematic and so toxic, I don't think it would be number one for Black folks you're speaking of. And he got some people in the UK, white people watch him as well. That's why I think that he brought a white character in there, because it is some white folks that do love Tyler Perry, love Madea. They love to be entertained by that.
They love the mockery of what he's trying to portray. He is a Black man that's like 6'4", or whatever, portraying a loud, rambunctious Black woman that he perceives that's how Black women are. And I'm tired of all these comedians using Black women as a way to make fun of, to make it rich as their gist. It's kind of like a minstrel show that they're doing constantly. And then you're poking fun of our community and showing that we have to go through pain. We got to go through struggling. We got to go through we don't have good wigs just to find a good man. And then you have the whole church involved. To me, it's too much of that. It's like trauma porn that we're watching constantly, that he is capitalizing on it. Yes, I'm happy he's a billionaire, but off the walls of Black pain. That's how he made a billionaire. And of course, he church-like. The church people is all about what happened.
Not all this stuff, man. Some of his stuff been comedic, like his plays. He talk about trauma. He talk about all types of stuff.
They have moved from that. His plays have moved from that. His movies have been. That's all his movies have been about. You saw for Color Girls. You saw Black Woman in Stripes. We can see about Black While I Get Married. You see the Black woman in her stripes. Even the one with Taraji. He was down with a man who was a broke boy for years. A broke man since she met him in college. Swindled her for years. Made it big. Left her go hanging. And then y'all want us to be with y'all. I don't have nothing, and y'all glow up. Who did he went with? An unambiguous black woman who are light skinned, and show that's like I just don't like what he portrays. I feel like it's like conditioning. But moving on, the only thing I like about that whole movie was the ending credits, because I'm glad it ended. Okay, that was the Beyonce thing, and I was like, this is underwhelming. Okay,
but out of all of that, you still supported this new movie, so you are part of the problem if you continue to watch the movie.
So see, I thought every time I was watching it was gonna get funny, and it never got funny. I'm like, dang, when you put like 30 minutes into a movie, you're like, dang, maybe I'm gonna see a turnaround. And I'm like, wait, what is going on? Like, you ran out of storyline. Like every time someone's sleeping with somebody. Now, dang, now you gotta get the little 26-year-old sleeping with the older woman that's a cougar. You know what I mean?
I will ask you this though. I will ask you this. Did you watch his movie Family That Prays?
No, I did not. I heard about it, but I didn't watch it. I'm just tired of the negative trope.
You would like that. Family That Prays is good. Family That Prays is good.
I'm gonna look into that. But with Big Sean, let me be honest. Okay, I saw Big Sean penis. For some reason, although it was big, I wish it was dark skin. I don't know. There's something about dark skin penis that looks more attractive than other types of penis. Like I feel like white penises look kind of like undercooked. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not well done. The medium brown is okay, but I feel like if it was like a more chestnut color, it looked more attractive. Okay, and what I mean by attractive, I mean like the scrotum to phallus ratio, the veins, the curve, like if it's circumcised, whatever, like a rating for penis. But I feel like it although it was kind of like big or whatever, it was like I wish it was darker. Isn't this me? Okay, maybe this is me.
But
I don't
he's
know.
not darker though. He's
I know that's what I'm saying.
He's not a dark skinned man.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I know. But I'm saying like I feel like if he was a dark skinned man, he had like I'm like, oh, okay, But I'm like, yeah, okay, it's Big Sean. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad he was well groomed. Now I would say Soulja Boy is bigger. If Soulja Boy is bigger than Big Sean, but Big Sean is thicker than Soulja Boy. I think so. With that, Soulja Boy looks more skinnier. And then of course, little fizzes look horrible. I'm just tired of these people, men, coming out with their penises, because I'm sure if Beyonce showed like a vagina pic or Nicki Minaj or even Rihanna, they would have been called all type of hoes and all type of Jezebels. But because of the men, because it's so underwhelming, it's not like you're posing in a nice picture way. It's just like, just a penis picture. It needs to be like with something, like maybe a climax video, something where we can get the crowd going. It's just like, okay, and move it forward, right? Okay, and my last thought, Wiley, is this, rest in peace, Snooty Wild. I agree with everything that you stated about it. First of all, I never heard of Snooty, so I'm surprised my sister know about Snooty. But more importantly, these rappers, it's very sad to see them dying so young, because 36 is a very young age. You haven't even lived your life as much, like with your 40s. But it's kind of like, if you live by the sword, you die by the sword. You know what you signed up for. And I don't like that type of mindset where I grew up in the hood, now I want to stay in the hood, although I made it. Like, that's not how it works. Because not everyone in the hood wants you to succeed. You gotta know how to like turn it off and turn it on. And more importantly, you have to know when to go and leave. You can always go back, but not as a permanent resident, because sometimes the people that you left behind will think you change on them, and they don't know about success, and they want you to be down with them. The worst thing is that some people don't like to see your candle shine brighter than theirs. They want to dim your light too. Same thing with Bel-Air. First of all, Wiley, I love Bel-Air. So everyone, please support Bel-Air. I love how they change every character. I love that the whole cast is a dark-skinned family. Everyone is gorgeous. And I love, first of all, what does Jeffrey do? What does Jeffrey do? Like,
Jeffrey is the hit. Okay, I'm gonna do a full breakdown of Bel-Air, and I'm gonna do a full breakdown of Bel-Air, but he's the hit man. Jeffrey is.
But he's sexy though. Ain't he, Jamaican?
Oh, baby, yeah, he's good looking. Did you get into the show? I won't do no spoiler, but he's the hit man.
Of course, I'm up to date.
He okay, he's up to date. I'm gonna do a full breakdown, but he was the one that made sure put the hit out. He paid the guy to put the hit out on the guy back in Philly that was looking for Will to take him out. So he took out the guy that was looking to take out Will.
Precisely. I have never seen Jeffrey make any food in that kitchen.
No.
Okay, and the looks of Hillary. I love her fashion. I love how intelligent she is. She's not ditzy. I love where everything is going. But Trey, the guy who is from Philly, who went to Bel-Air and told Will that he's changing. The thing is, you don't know what you don't know until you leave your surroundings. I don't think anyone should stay in their environment for too long. I do feel like you need to explore. Whether that means go to college,
let's be clear on this. He has something that many people in the hood don't have. He had a family that made it. You understand what I'm saying? That he can go to.
I agree.
The average person that's 14 and 15, where can you go? You go to college when you're 18. You may not make it when you're 18. If you understand what I'm saying?
I agree. And I think this is where I feel like organizations need to do more in reaching out to the youth, right? Like, as a student, I go to certain schools or Title Public One schools and do science courses, right? Or science education with them. Or even like how to major in a science. I was a hardcore science, right? And when I mean by hardcore science, I mean like a bio major, chem major, biochem major, physics. Those are like hardcore science and engineer. Like a hardcore science. Like, what does that mean? And like, how do you prepare yourself for that? Or what activities you got to go where the kids are. Which means if it takes me going to the Boys and Girls Club, I go there all the time, right? And I volunteer, I give my hours, because it takes students or kids to see someone who grew up like them to know that it's bigger than life. Now, it's weird that people talk about people don't care about what's going on with the future generation, but the future generation is the one that's going to be terrorizing us. And it's very unfortunate that a lot of students or a lot of kids don't have those opportunities. So when those people come into your life, don't squander it. Because Trey wished he could leave the hood. And I think because he know he can't leave the hood, that's a problem. But let's be real though, Wiley.
But he could
Trey was in that position because of Will.
Okay, yeah, I understand that, but we could do a whole breakdown on Bel-Air. We ain't had him in the topic, but we're going to talk about that tomorrow. Because we go on and on about it.
Thank you so much, Wiley. I look
all
forward
right,
to that.
thank
so,
you.
I'm going to go back to the bushes.
Okay.
Have a great evening.
All right, you too. Bye-bye, sus.
Bye.
Okay, we're going to go to the next caller because we're going to break that down tomorrow. We want to sell these topics. Okay, 8226. Hey.
Wiley.
Hey.
Why did you let that lady stay on for that damn long?
Well, we let the people stay because you know why? This lady will call in
on my nerves.
This lady will call in when there's no callers. So we put some respect on the Voice of New York because she calls it on a regular. Every time we had the phone lines open up, she gonna call in, I interject. But what do you got to say, sis?
I got to say, Big Sean's team looked so good that I would suck the hell out of it, honestly.
Oh my God.
It was pretty. It didn't have no bumps on it. It didn't look scarred or nothing like that. He was manscaped. It looked nice. And it was the girl talking about some of the colors. I wish it was dark skin. Girl, honey, that man, why would he have a dark skinned penis when he's clearly a beautiful brown skin person?
Yeah.
Like, you know, he would have looked deformed if he had a dark peen and a beautiful light brown. Like, you know what I'm saying? I understand why Janae, why they have good sex now, probably because, you know, from the looks of it, how he curved kind of like at the top, that right there is prime for busting multiple orgasms. So, you know, yeah, I would definitely put that thing in my throat.
Oh, okay, all right.
That was, oh, my bad, Wiley. That was all I really had to say. I guess I'll get on Twitter and start tweeting you now.
All right, make sure you tweet me on Twitter.
I'm the only one that tweets you.
Oh, well, I don't want to say with my audience. I think my audience, they're not on these other apps. You know what I'm saying? God gonna send me an audience of a Twitter army. All right, right now in my Twitter army is about 3 folks that be tweeting me. That's it. Only about 3. So I can't wait till
you don't never tweet back. You don't never hit a like. You don't never tweet back. I'll be like, fuck.
Are you really following me at Wiley Show? WILEYSHOW? You follow me?
Yes, and I'll be tweeting you.
Okay, I'm sorry. Hold on 1 second. Let me make sure. Okay. Tweet me something when you get off the air so I can retweet you because I'm getting everybody else tweets. Because I want to make sure you got the right one that is WILEYSHOW. Because I'm getting everybody else that tweet me. Okay,
well, I'm going to tweet you in a second. And I want you to tweet me back. If you don't tweet me back, I'm going to call.
Yeah, call in. Because I want to make sure it's not no glitch or nothing. Yeah. All right, thank you.
Oh, it's definitely. It ain't a glitch one. Bye.
All right, bye-bye. I want to make sure. Okay, thank you, sis. All right, and y'all can follow me at Wiley Show. Let's go to the next caller. 4928.
Wiley.
4928.
How are you doing today, Julie?
I'm doing all right.
This is the Queen Elizabeth Wiley.
You said what?
I just want you to know that
Who?
I am still alive. The crown is still reigning. And that fried frankfurter Jason Lee had the audacity to try to kill me off while he is off chasing young Dominican boys and has the nerve to insult me. Now, Wiley, I heard you were talking about my favorite meal, salad and tea. Why wouldn't a man want a delightful tossed salad? What is the argument there, Wiley?
I don't know.
A delightful tossed salad is amazing with some cool, fresh tea.
All right.
Wouldn't you agree?
I hear you.
Wouldn't you agree?
I hear you.
Yes. Nothing wrong with some salad. I just wanted you to know that I am still alive. The crown still thrives.
Okay.
I would hate for Jason to wind up in a tunnel and never come out alive. I'm the queen of these London streets, Wiley.
All right.
I'm the queen.
Thank you
He
so.
really bow down.
Thank you.
Well.
Thank you so very much for calling in. Okay. All right. Thank you, sus. Okay. Wow. Y'all is calling in.
I want to talk about two things.
Okay.
First being Tyler Perry. I'm just starting to look at Tyler Perry as the church's RuPaul. The LGBTQ have RuPaul. The church has Madea. I just think that he just really loves dressing up in drag and just hasn't really been admitting, just hiding behind a character. I think he just needs to be honest and say this is what he really likes to do, and just, not worry what other people say. I still sometimes often wonder what happened between him and Miss Sophia. Do you know what happened between them two?
Oh yeah, Miss Sophia said that she would do shows. She would have guns, she would have weapons, and he stole her set and did Madea.
Okay, because I don't know why I thought they were allegedly like sleeping together at one point.
Ho. Let me get my legal note. Wait. We listen. We don't know who's sleeping with who. Okay, I'm not from Atlanta.
So I'm gonna move on from that.
Okay. I do have a legal note. I
will say for the record that you did not say anything. All I did was ask a question.
Okay,
so
well, I don't know. I think if let's say if Tyler Perry was to get down with the get down, it would be some good looking man. Tyler Perry got a type. If he were, let's just say, just point of conversation, it won't be her, Sophia. It will not be
okay.
Sophia. I was just said to say, I would have to
Okay,
say it again. But I heard he paid Sophia some money. That's what I heard. It was a rumor.
Okay.
I could be wrong.
All right.
That's what I heard. But go ahead, sis.
And the next thing is, I don't see anything wrong with a man getting his salad tossed by his woman. I am married, and I do it to my husband. No, I don't stick my tongue, up, but and I can't give any upward play back there. But he does enjoy it. So when I go from the head, I go to the tail. And I'm married, and he enjoys it. And if he can lick me places, I should be able to lick him places, and he enjoy it as well. So I don't see anything wrong with it. No, he does not want to get pegged, but I don't see anything wrong with a man getting pegged by his woman. If that's what he likes, that's what he likes. Men, they want their G-spot touched, and I don't see anything wrong with it. And that's probably why some people not married and they're looking at teen pics all day because they don't have a chance to just roll over and look at. My whole thing is my man works hard every day, and I make sure that he is pleased when he gets home. I make sure that he is well fed and he sleeps well so that he can get up the next day and go to work and do it all over again, and my bills are paid. Y'all have a good night.
I hold on, sis. I agree with you on that because I agree with her on that. Wow. All right. Hey, sis.
Yeah.
Hi.
You know, it's late at night down here in Florida.
Okay.
So I wasn't going to call in until I heard what that lady said about Tyler Perry. Now, first of all, Tyler Perry has stated at some point in time in his career that, you know, his Madea movies are based on, you know, people in his life. Like, you know, we all have a Madea. We all have a Mr. Brown. We all have some of those people into our family. So by you saying that Tyler Perry movies are, you know, portraying Black women in this desperate light, I disagree with that. And this is what I'm going to need you women to stop doing, especially you Black women. Stop making us look weak. Y'all make us look so weak that a man in our community cannot even make a movie about his life, you know, our life. Stuff that goes on in our community that, you know, a lot of these other big Hollywood producers, they're not going to talk about. You're not going to see this, you know, on Universal. So we have to give Tyler Perry his credit when credit is due. You know, I respect him as a Black man, you know, to continue making his Madea movies. To me, Wiley has always been boring. So what makes you think Tyler Perry in 2022 with Madea will be different? It's not, but I enjoy it because, you know, it's just something to look at. Now, Tyler Perry has other shows, Wiley, on BET. Like, I watched The Oval. I don't know if you watched that.
Yes, The Oval was good.
On BET Plus. I even got the app to watch that in Sisters. I like that. You know, I'm not saying it's global, you know, it's going to win Golden Globes or Emmy, but it's enjoyable to watch. So, you know, y'all just want Black women to be so down and out all the time. Stop with this victim stuff. It's getting ridiculous. It is getting crazy. And y'all using it in every instance, you know, just to sound like, oh, well, he don't talk about this. He don't put Black men in there. It's always about color, light skin, dark skin. At the end of the day, we're Black. Light, dark. I don't even call people light skin, dark skin, or whatever. We are the same at the end of the day. So y'all need to let that go. Now, Tyler Perry, what I don't like about Tyler Perry is the Monique thing, you know, and I'm kind of like on 50-50 on that because I do feel Monique is bitter, you know, and she has some anger towards Tyler Perry and Lee Daniels and Oprah. But Tyler Perry, I did expect Tyler Perry to speak up and, you know, sooner and do more and have a conversation with Monique. But Monique is ruining her husband, you know, is playing a big part in what's going on in her life. That's why I cannot get down with her all the way either. So, you know, let's not criticize this man. We got to understand Tyler Perry was homeless. Just imagine having nothing and going to a freaking billionaire. I mean, this is top tier. This is excellent, you know, for Black people. So we got to stop with this, you know, this victim, women's feminist thing because it's getting ridiculous, Wiley. And Akademiks. Now, I like Akademiks, Wiley. Now, you can tell Akademiks is probably a guy. And I think it was on a video where he said, you know, he used to get bullied. So when a man who used to get bullied in school gets money, of course, you would think that when he gets money, he was throwing it around to these different women to invite them in. Now, what you do with him is what you do with him. I wouldn't do anything with him, but I think he's entertaining, to say the least. And I do see a lot of people saying podcast. I'm not going to say these people are sleeping with these people for interviews because, Wiley, we don't know that. It could be, podcast, but at the end of the day, this is an industry and we don't trust this industry. You have to keep all eyes open. People are not going to do things for free. It's very rare that these people actually like you, so you might have to do them a favor. Hollywood is all about that. You scratch my back, I scratch your back kind of business. So you just have to be careful. And I heard that young lady said that, in her bedroom, Wiley, she don't like doing such activities, with men. That's your personal preference, ma'am. But you cannot put that on everybody. We all have our own, activities we do behind our closed doors. Big Sean, he leaked that picture of himself, Wiley, because who else is going to put it out there, Big Sean? That's your girlfriend. You just wanted people to see. And if you ask me, Wiley, it could be better. So, Big Sean, whatever. But Wiley, yeah, that's these celebrities are leaking their news now, and you see that's happening a lot more. And I just think they want attention. Then somebody like Big Sean don't have to do that. You're a good artist. Why do y'all feel like y'all have to, even in a close friends, that's still social media. Why do y'all have to post these pictures out for the world to see? And then he go with that girl, Wiley? So I wonder how she feel about this, the singer.
Janae,
posting,
Janae
yeah.
Aiko, yeah.
Yeah, so you're posting your news, and obviously to me it seems like he wants somebody to see it and make a comment. Now, Wiley, I'm not saying I'm going to make a comment, but I might like the post. So at the end of the day, they put these things out here for us to like, so I like to post, and I just move on with my life. But Wiley, that's all I got to say. And but Tyler Perry, I like him, Wiley. I like Madea. We did grow, like you said, we grew up watching Madea, our generation. So, we're going to support it one way or another. That's why Tyler Perry continue to get rich. It don't matter how boring, the movie is. We still support it. But all right, Wiley, it's almost 4:00 here in Florida.
All right,
so
thank you.
I gotta go to bed now.
All right, thank you so very much. All right, I was looking.
All right, bye.
Thank you so very much. I was getting some papers in order. Give me a second here. Hold on 1 second. Hey, how you doing?
I'm all right. I was just calling. That lady was going on and on, but the lady that was before her, that was basically telling women that it's okay to eat the man out in the butt and peg and whatever you case may be, and that's why her man go to work and pay bills. Listen, lady, my man pays my bills, and if I go anywhere over there, he probably knocks me upside my head. I'm guessing. But you don't have to go through all that because a man's job is to protect and provide. He's not doing nothing special. You don't supposed to eat his butt for that. He's supposed to do that, especially being that she's his wife. Also, about the girl with the son, I'm going to have to probably watch back. But I would hope that if she's lying, that they do remove the child because you don't play those types of games. And that's disgusting. And she doesn't need to be around that baby, making him mentally insane. But yeah, these old ladies got to stop it. You don't have to do all of that for a man. You have to do all of that because you have low self-esteem. Good night, Wallace.
I'm listening. You done, sis? Okay. Did she hang up? Hold on. 9498.
Hey, Wiley.
Hey.
I'm back. I got in trouble for being on the phone with you while I'm at work, but I promise it was worth it.
Okay, go ahead.
I promise it was worth it. But yeah, my boss was sitting there listening to the whole conversation, Wiley. He was just like, yeah, you know, and he old school, by the way, like he in his late 60s. So he was like, you on the phone talking about bisexual stuff. I said, I'm getting to work there. You know, and I work with mental health people. So he understood, but he was just in our conversation though. But yeah, the whole tank situation, I definitely agree with everything you said. How do you feel about the whole double standard when it comes to men and women? You know, women get a pass, and it seems like men is more deemed and looked down on for, you know, having that lifestyle, whereas women, it's okay. Hello?
Yeah, I'm listening. Go ahead, sis. I'm doing something. Let you
I
talk.
asked the question. You are not listening, bro.
Go ahead.
I asked, so how do you feel about it being double standard, like with the whole bisexual thing for men, and they, you know, they're scrutinizing, it's hard for them to get a woman.
I feel like a double standard needs to stop being a double standard. I think that if we want equality, I think that when it comes to sexuality, we must be fair.
Would you personally be with someone who is, you know, bisexual, like a woman? Like, do you see yourself settling down with a woman, like who lives both, like that type of
Almost
lifestyle,
definitely.
or
I
alternative
prefer to talk to
lifestyle?
women that does it with both because they would be understanding. You know, you know what you like. You know that you know what I like. So I would prefer a woman that is bisexual versus a woman that's totally straight.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Because if you
I
buy
hope I'm
you,
not getting too personal, but would you be down for, not, I'm not asking for myself, I promise you I'm not, but would you be down, like if your woman said, let's, you know, get a pop in with another chick, would you be okay with that? Or would you be like, hold up, sis, that's not what we doing?
almost definitely I would be down with that. I'd be down with it bringing another guy if she wanted another guy, and I'd be down with that as well.
Okay, you're very open-minded. Okay, that's cool. Okay.
Yeah,
You
like
living your truth. I like
I would
that.
definitely be down for both. If she was like, "Let's bring another guy," I'm down with that. That's gonna be an amazing life, and I think we'll be married for like for at least for a long time because that's the best of both worlds that we're gonna be having. But yeah, I'll be down for that.
Okay, and I have one more question. Are you planning on doing any type of meet and greets, like anytime soon?
Yeah, in August we doing Vegas. We'll be meeting up in Vegas.
Oh, okay.
August 26th. Hold on, let me make sure I get these dates over here. And then, of course, if you email me at Wiley Show Productions, but we have a meet and greet that we're going to be doing in August that we're going to meet the subscribers August 26th, August 27th, and August 28th. We'll be doing that. And for more information, you can email me at Wiley Show Productions at gmail.com.
Okay, thank you, Wiley. I love you. You are getting me through this double shift. Okay.
Yes. I mean, it would be
keep it up. It don't be gone for 2 days. Okay. I keep telling
now,
you that.
hold on.
2 days
Let me tell y'all because I had to the camera because I was looking because I had ran out of my meds. So that's the only reason why y'all getting these episodes popping in like blah blah blah. So tomorrow y'all gonna be getting episodes too. Y'all gonna be getting episodes as well because I had ran out of my meds and I would be able to get a refill because I think the pharmacy is closed tomorrow because tomorrow is Sunday. So I won't be able to get, let me make sure, let me double check. Because let me see.
I hate that you ran out of meds, but it's good. God is good. He know how to take off.
So
I gotta do another tomorrow.
I would get a refill on Monday. So I had turned the camera because I was trying to find a pill to pop it to go to sleep. Because I get my refill on Monday. So that's why y'all be getting these episodes, the long episodes and stuff like that. That's the only reason. Now, once I pop the pill, get the medication, y'all ain't gonna see for 2 days because it'd be like a rush. It'd be like, woo. Yeah, I get an auto refill, but I've been so freaking busy on YouTube that and then this whole thing let me tell y'all all this stuff that's going on. I'm preparing, stacking up food because I don't know what's going on out there in the world, honestly. And I didn't even get in the car to even want to do no driving, and because what's going on with Ukraine. So, but I'll be going on Monday and stock and get my refill most definitely. Hello, you there, sis? Oh, she at work.
Oh
Okay.
yeah, my bad. Yeah, I'm there. No, I'm there. No, no, no. I had you on mute. But yeah, I'm there. You know, I hate that you don't have your medicine, boo hoo. But I ain't gonna lie, I'm happy as heck because you get me through these double shifts, baby. Okay. I usually drink a whole bunch of coffee. How you drink your Red Bull? I only had 2
No,
cups fake for you.
and somebody said, "Do not promote skipping meds." I'm not promoting skipping. I said I ran out and I forgot to get my refill. I'm not promoting skipping meds. No, I said I ran out.
Exactly.
But I do
And you
have.
know what, Wiley?
I do have a stash. I have to find it. That's how I'll turn the camera off, and I was looking for it, but I can't find it. But I'm gonna find it once I get off here. But go ahead, sis.
And let me say, okay, I keep saying it's my last one, but for real, I really do appreciate you for, you know, talking about your mental health. That was one of the things that, you know, as I scrolled and was doing my due diligence on your channel, I was like, oh, he's very open and he's very transparent. And I know a lot of people say that they suffer from, you know, mental illness, and it's a joke. You know, once people don't get their ways, oh, I suffer from mental illness, I'm depressed, and that's not really depressed. You know, it's a difference. But yours is serious, and you bring a lot of spotlight to it. And I do want to thank you for doing so. You know, because I work with people who are bipolar and so forth. And just to see you be who you are and where you're at and seeing how big your channel grows, like, I'm putting my clients onto you. I do. And it gives them hope, you know?
Yeah,
It really does.
and for me, and I shared that story because there's so many people that do go through things, and I share it because it's something that need to be shared, especially in the Black community, because it's not being shared enough. We have look at the people that we have lost lately. Look at the superstars that I'm talking about. We losing some people in their youth. 30 some years old, 20 some years old. Look at what's going on with Regina King's son. He was in his 20s and he in his life. So we must normalize having conversation about mental illness, about a psychologist, about going to therapy, about going to counseling. We must normalize that.
But thank you, Wiley, for opening up and keeping me energized. Have a great night.
Okay, and y'all keep saying if Biden have a draft, I would go. I actually do want to go because I'm interested now. Maybe because I play a lot of Call of Duty. So if he call a draft, I'm signing up. Let me go.
Oh, please don't. So you just kept me on the phone with that one. You try to hold me up to get on the phone because you acting up tonight. You acting up.
Sydney, I go. Man, I gained a couple of pounds, but I get this weight off. I go to the gym and I get this weight off. But yeah, man, Sydney, I actually want to go. Man, they better be glad I wasn't out and about in Europe. Oh man. Okay. Cause the way I be playing my Call of Duty with my friends. Oh man. Let call for the draft. I sign up. When do you want me to sign up? I go. Send me. I go. Oh man.
That lady who was saying I was wrong for wanting to please my man. I guess she doesn't give fellatio because she's getting something in return if she's giving fellatio. If she's getting doggy style, she's pleasing her man. How dare she please her man? Like, how dare you judge someone who wants to please their man sexually? It's giving like, oh, I do this, but I'm not going to do that. Like, nobody asked you to do it. There are some people who enjoy pleasing their mate, and she probably just lays on her fat back with her thighs and her legs partially up in the air, probably can't get them all the way missionary style because she probably has eaten too much, hasn't done a lot of working out. Like, how dare somebody judge someone just based off how they want to please their mate? So your man shouldn't go down on you. That's nasty. Someone could actually say that women don't have to have sex, period, to get their bills paid. There are women out there who do not
But you're
down with
married
men,
and you have
period.
a husband and you're willing to do that. I know it's a couple of women
Exactly.
that are not willing to do that. But if they read the right man, you know, sometimes they keep saying, if you read the right man and you compatible with that man, you attract some things. Okay. So
Right.
I'm glad
So
that you as a black woman was willing to be honest and say, hey, in my bedroom, we get down like that.
yeah, I don't see anything wrong with it. You know, there are some women who see getting fellatio as a bad thing. There are some women who see, you know, sucking their man's toes as a bad thing. Whatever somebody wants to do in their bed should be on them when they're married, even in like a relationship. Nobody should be judged based on what they want, based on how they want to please their mate sexually. So, I mean, if you have a problem with somebody who tosses salad, then that's your problem. Then there's something wrong with you because it shouldn't affect you at all. If it affects you, then maybe you should go to the doctor because maybe there's something wrong with you. So I say if you don't want to try it, don't, but don't judge someone.
All right. Thank you so very much for giving your opinion about that. Thank you. All right.
No, ma'am, if it's not in the Bible, I'm not doing it. That does not mean that my sexual life in the bedroom is boring. So you get that straight. And see, let me tell you something about all these different things that you women be doing to these men. Y'all do all these different things to these men, and then wonder why they step out on you because they go to other people and they try it on them. See, what happened to the wholesome household? Because if you was a wholesome woman, you would not be calling into a public show talking about your sacred marriage that you went to before God, telling it to us, the public, okay? So, ma'am, just because we follow the Bible does not mean that we're boring. See, Wiley, that's what people got to get straight, okay? And does not mean that you are not satisfying your partner. They do all these different tricks and use all these different objects and wonder why they men go step out on them. And sometimes with other men. That's all I'm saying, Wiley. So we're just going to leave it at that, man. Keep your private business private and go read the Bible. And look and see how sacred it is to hold a marriage. Okay? Good night, Wiley.
All right. Good night. Okay. We down to the last caller here. 2637.
Hey, Wiley, how you doing? I had to call back to rebuttal.
Okay.
Listen, Mitch. Miss, okay, am I plus size? Yes. But I had to get order protections to get them away from you. So I'm not like you. I don't feel I have to scream my bedroom business out to everybody in the world. Because if you was pleasing your man so much, it's obviously not a two-way street because you up here trying to convince me. And at the end of the day, like the lady just said, it doesn't really matter what you do. Sex is a big part of a relationship, but it's not the only part of the relationship. And it seems like that's all you got to offer. And that's sad because the reason why my man is paying my bills is not because I'm good at him. I'm his counselor, I'm his doctor. I take very good care of my kids. I take very good care of myself because he don't want me raising his daughter to be some mindless doormat. So you keep on doing what you do. If it's making your husband happy, hopefully it is, because it sounds like you really want a man and you are doing everything in your power to keep your marriage together. And I ain't mad at you. But I thought the Bible says the marital bed was sacred. So you sinning already. Bye, Wiley.
Okay. Well. Y'all is quote. Oh wow. Okay. Wait. Is somebody else calling back in? Hold on. Let me screen the caller. All right. Man, thank y'all so very much for tuning into the Wiley Show. Listen, we will be back. I'm going to be streaming, doing a review on Madea home coming. Do a review actually on that. So for those that are up, y'all can definitely catch that. We definitely going to be talking about that as well. So if you're in the building, we definitely will be breaking that down for that. Let's definitely talk about it for that. But give y'all a second because I'm up. And also, too, the reason I personally did not, I forgot to go and get the refill, but so I blame myself on that because it's a certain pharmacy I go to get my medication because it's free, because it's a program they're doing. I have to go to this particular pharmacy to get my meds. So I'm trying to see if they can actually change it up. But I will be going Monday to go get it. But I do have a stash. I just have to find it. So while I'm finding it and cleaning, I'm going to be cleaning up. And while I'm up, I'm going to be actually playing the review of Madea movie that we're going to do that for the people that's in the chat. All right. Okay. Yeah, I get the autofill. It's autofill. I just forgot to pick it up, if that makes sense. I forgot to pick it up. All right. I would prefer that they deliver it to my house, like my prep medication. Like prep is automatically delivered. And I like that because they get FedEx to me and I don't have to worry about going to the pharmacy. And I hope that they do the same thing for the medicine that I'm on. Because I don't even drink no coffee. All right. I'll be okay. I'm good, you guys. I'm live and talking to y'all and stuff like that. But hold on one second. We got some callers. Let me make sure I bring them on. Hold on.
I wasn't meaning to hurt your feelings. Nobody said you was a bad parent, so you didn't have to bring your kids up. I don't know anything about your parenting. You just seem to judge those and myself who do things to please their man. So I judged you back about your weight and you doing the things that you do. I knew you was a plus size person, and there's nothing wrong with that. But I could just read you a mile away and see what type of person you are. You are probably a single parent, and you probably either sleep with your baby's daddy or you just get whatever ping can come your way because
But
you
what's the
went
problem?
to
But what's the
your
problem?
kid.
But what I'm trying to say? What's the problem with that? If it is what it is, are you judging her if she do that? What's the problem?
Right. So, nobody is talking about your parenting or whatever. It didn't have to get that deep where you had to call back and then me calling back. I mean, we can just agree to disagree, but don't judge people. And no one is saying if you don't toss salad, you're not pleasing your man. Whatever your husband or your man, whatever you want to do, and y'all please each other, that's on y'all. Nobody is saying that you have to do one or the other to please your mate. I mean, nobody is judging that. So, I mean, I didn't mean to hurt your feelings where you had to call back and just give like your life story instead of like what we were talking about, which was fellatio and like pleasing your mate. So it's not that deep, sis.
Okay. Well, thank you. Okay. I don't know how you can tell how she's plus. I don't understand that. All right. Hold on. Somebody else is calling in. Give me a second.
I just wanted to call in. I'm just enjoying your show so much tonight. I literally cannot stop laughing. And I just wanted to give the last two callers who keep going back and forth a legal note that this is not the time. We really just enjoying the show. We love all of everyone's sharing their opinions, their love life, and you're just doing an awesome job. And I just love it. So keep it going. This is what we enjoy. So thank you. I just wanted to give you your props for tonight. This has been I have not stopped laughing for the last like 20 or 30 minutes. Thank you, Wiley.
No, thank you so very much, sis, for calling in.
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you, sis. Wow. All right. Shout out to y'all. Thank y'all so very much for the support. Y'all have came through. This is it. We will check y'all out. We gotta release some other videos and stuff like that. I do want to thank Mouth Open for holding it down for the mods. But I do want to say to my moderators, y'all do not have to stay up with me. If y'all go to sleep, that's fine. I'm not gonna hold it against you because I know because I went live really late. But I will make a couple announcements. Make sure y'all go and check me out on StreamYard. I'm sorry, not on StreamYard, Station Head. We went live over there. Make sure y'all go check us out. But thank y'all so very much. Y'all have a beautiful, blessed night. I'm gonna go live again. Well, I'm gonna stream the segment that I did about Madea movie. I'm gonna stream that. So we will see y'all soon. Y'all have a good one. And subscribe. Thank you.